And at last check, that trooper remains in stable but critical condition. Meanwhile, a Raymondville patrolman says local police are left shaken by that shooting. Channel 5's Frank McCaffrey spoke with him about the bond in law enforcement.
28-year-old Ramon Cruz lives in Raymondville with his wife and 2 young boys. He's been on the city's police force for about a year.
Our main concern is making sure everybody else makes it home safe.
Ramon Cruz is in a different county, miles from where the shooting happened. He does not know the officer involved. He says the brotherhood and sisterhood among officers is strong. He took it hard.
It still strikes you, especially being so close to home. Fellow agencies, whether it be state, federal, local cities, I mean, we all pretty much have one goal to accomplish: to protect the community, the citizens, and also try to make it home.
Cruz says in this era of social media, officers everywhere were alerted to this incident and were able to follow it as the events unfolded. He says the bond among officers is so tight, he instantly began to worry about the fate of the officer involved.
My initial reaction was hopefully he was okay. Before we knew the severity of the situation, hopefully he was okay, his fellow partners, and also his family. That was one of the main concerns, is how his family was going to be.
Cruz tells us the shooting is a reminder of why he thinks about his family every day.
Every night or every morning before I leave, come to work, it's the first thing you want to do is tell them bye, because you never know when such a situation like this might happen. You always want to make sure you leave on a good note and say bye to your children, your wife.
He says officers always say they're prepared in the event of a shooting, but once it happens, they never know how they're going to react. Cruz says officers have to remember that nothing is ever routine in law enforcement, and you never know what you're going to walk into. In the Channel 5 News studio, Frank McCaffrey, Channel 5 News this weekend.
And news of the trooper shooting also reaching far outside the valley. We spoke to a lieutenant in Maryland who says he heard about the shooting online. He tells us word travels fast on law enforcement networks.
Anytime, anywhere, not only in the country but in the world, a law enforcement officer is injured, shot in a car accident, or any harm come to him, you know, it's a blow to the gut of everybody wearing a badge and a uniform.
Lieutenant Stanley also says his initial reaction was concern for the trooper's family.
It's a job, a policeman's job. It's every day, 24/7, ready at any time, and you gotta jump, you gotta go.
Our crews ran into several people today, turning their thoughts into prayers for the wounded trooper. We hear more from them coming up tonight at 10:30 on Channel 5 News Sunday at 10:30.